baseball. It's two really, really competitive teams. South Central's coming off a big win the other day against the Counts Mustangs, beat them 11-6. Satellites had really, really good base running and hitting.
Yeah.
They capitalized on some errors by the Mustangs, mainly throwing errors, just a couple overthrows, and Satellites were able to advance the runners, get more runners in scoring position, and after the first two innings, they didn't give up a run. So you got to give your hats off to Zach Conchar, who was pitching the other day, and Jacob Owen came in and threw some scoreless innings. So hats off to both of them. Matt Knight is going to get the start tonight at left field. He's going to be batting seventh for the Satellites. He has 3 RBIs this season. And some news on the University Trailblazers, the powerhouse. They're 8-2 this year, coming off 5 straight wins, averaging about 13 runs per game in those 5 games, and they've only given up 1 run in those last 5 games. So not only are they hitting the ball very well, but they're playing really good defense, and they have a lot of good pitchers. So it's going to be a tough day for these Satellites. Have to try and attack them early and get on base and trying to get as many runners in scoring position as possible. They're led by Chris Estep, their manager for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers have a lot of good young talent, a lot of good sophomores and freshmen on the team. Jasper Owens, really, really good player for the Trailblazers. He's going to be playing right field, batting 9th. His average, though, very high, and his on-base percentage, extremely, extremely high, 6.609. So essentially he gets on base every 10 at-bats 6 times, so that's very impressive. He has an average of 550, so not only is he seeing pitches very well, but he's hitting very well and hitting at a high level. And this Trailblazer team has a lot of talent, has a lot of power in that lineup. They have 7 home runs this year. 3 of those have come by Seth Hogg, the first baseman. Also has a 1.50 ERA, so a guy who can do it both for you. Not only provides that good power bat, but also is a great pitcher. Pitching today for the Trailblazers is going to be Mr. Knight. He's got a 2.69 ERA, and he's 2-1 this year. He's just one of their very good pitchers that they have on their team. Bradley Farrell is going to get the start tonight for the Satellites. He's got a .52 ERA. He's 1-0 this year. Also has 7 stolen bases. Very good all-around player for the Satellites. Some early keys on for this game in terms of for the Satellites offensively. Kind of like what they did the other day, put pressure on the Mustangs early on, got a lot of runners on, stole a lot of bases. This team, that's their strength, stealing bases. So same as yesterday, try and put pressure on the pitcher for the Trailblazers, Knight, try to get batters on and really stick to their strength of run these bases and putting a lot of pressure on not only the pitcher but the fielders as well. Some keys for the Trailblazers. They've been hot. They've really, really scored a lot of runs. Mercy ruled a couple teams, so this team can put points on the board fast. And they pitch super well, so just keep doing the same things they've been doing, hitting a lot of home runs, just getting on base. This team can just about do it all, so it's going to be a tough matchup for the Satellites, but a competitive game. See if Bradley Farrell can slow down these hot Trailblazer bats, as they have just been on a roll as of recently. But the Satellites coming off a win, so some extra motivation right here, especially against a really, really good team in the Trailblazers. Try to make it 2 straight. This game was scheduled for first pitch to be at 8 o'clock, but had to be moved back a little bit because there was a 15 AAU game going on, and that's why there's a little bit of a delay here, but we're still gonna have some good baseball, so stick with us here. Really excited for today's game. Is the starting lineups here, the University Trailblazers. Hooker's going to lead it off. He plays third base. Thomas Price is going to play shortstop today. Seth Hogg, first base. Big home run threat right there. Hamby, the catcher, will be batting fourth, and Woodward batting fifth. He plays center field. Morse, who also leads this team in stolen bases. Weaver Morse. He's going to be batting sixth today. He plays left field. Brady Redmond, he's going to be batting seventh today for your Trailblazers. At second base, batting eighth for the Trailblazers is going to be Owen Shelhaas. He's got 5 RBIs this year. And last in the lineup is Jasper Owens, that star sophomore, having a really, really good season this year. He's going to play right field today, be batting ninth. And of course, Knight is going to get the start tonight for the Trailblazers. For the Satellites, their starting lineup, Zach Conchar pitched a really good game the other day. He's going to be playing at third base, batting first, leadoff today. Jacob Oman, the shortstop, usually plays third, sometimes can play short, all-around guy, really good defensively. He's going to be playing second today. Bradley Farrell will be batting third. He gets the pitching duties. Bryson Glissick, the DH, he'll be batting fourth today. Tommy Sullivan playing first base. He gets the fifth spot. Jackson Boss, the right fielder, also does a little catching. Going to give those duties up to Andrew Hazard tonight. He had a great game yesterday. Had a couple good stop balls there. Was a brick wall, as my co-anchor Dusty always says. Brick wall back there behind home plate. Left field, Matt Knight. He's getting his start tonight. First start tonight. Gavin Grove, or apologies, not first start, but he's in the lineup tonight. Alex Newburn was in the lineup the other night. They're going to switch today. Gavin Grove playing second base. He gets the 8th spot. And Brandon Young is going to finish it out, batting 9th. He plays center field. That guy is a serious speed threat, so something the Trailblazers have to keep an eye on. I'm sure Hamby and Knight, the pitcher and catcher, have already gone over some ways that they want to attack this Satellites team with their manager, Chris Stepp. So should be a good game today. First pitch is scheduled for 8:30. So just a little 30-minute delay, nothing too bad. So there's the starting lineup for your South Central Satellites. Here's some X factors for the game today for the Satellites. There's Bryson Glissick. He's one big X factor today, as he's going to be doing the DH today. Also does some pitching. He's got 11 RBIs this season, 11 hits, so seeing the ball really well and doing a good job bringing the runners from that are in scoring position. Good job bringing them in. He's got a .344 average, so hitting the ball really well, getting on base. He's a big X factor today on the offensive end, as well as Jacob Oman. Had a couple RBIs the other day. A couple RBIs against the game against the Portage Indians. He's another name to watch out for. Also very, very good defensively. Very stout defender. Doesn't give up a lot of errors, so those are the two offensive X factors to look out for. In terms of defensively, Andrew Hazard, the catcher, had a great game the other day. Bradley Farrell, the pitcher. This is a very, very good Trailblazers team. They can hit the ball super well. So it's up to those two to try and slow them down and figure them out. And this team isn't – the Trailblazers aren't a big threat on the base passes, but, Hazard's ability to stop as many either wild pitches or balls in the dirt as possible is going to be key to this game. So eager to see how this goes. About 10 minutes from the first pitch. So we'll have some Indiana high school baseball here pretty soon. Sun is still out a little bit. Clouds are kind of covering it, but it's not super dark yet. Still a little dark, but still some late night baseball. Nothing better. Two really good teams, both off a win streak. One, Trailblazers, just been playing really, really well as of late. South Central had a good response last night after losing to the Indians. Came out last night, was aggressive, played really good defense, and that set the tone for the rest of the game. So excited to see how tonight's game goes. Two very good teams. We're doing a little pregame warm-ups here. Some more keys for the Satellites. Taking care of business. That's the top key. Trying to win the game. Playing a clean game. Defensively, no errors. They played a really good game the other day. Very stout all around. Good defense. The Mustangs had a couple errors, and the Satellites were able to capitalize off those errors. So they got to just play a clean game, especially against a really, really good hitting Trailblazer team. You definitely don't want to give them multiple chances to try and put on more runs. So trying to get out of innings early, limit those errors, and then the last one, the big one, jumping on them early. Last night, Satellites scored 4 runs in the first 2 innings, in both innings. So they got 8 runs after the first 2 innings, ended up with 11, but really set the tone for the rest of the game there. Gave their pitcher, Zach Conchar, a little bit more area to work, knowing that he had a lead going in. So they just have to attack him early, be aggressive, and I'm eager to see how they do on the base pass today. As Trailblazers have a really good catcher behind home plate in Canby. He's got a great arm, so see how these Trailblazers and the Satellites play today.
Aiden, I think they're going to do better. The hitting and stuff like that. I talked to a few of the Satellites, and the feeling is going in with a 90-mile-an-hour pitcher is easier than going in with a 60 because you have to wait back on your feet, where you can just go and hit. You can choke up on that bat and just do your thing with a 90-mile-an-hour pitcher. You'd think it was the other way around there, bud, but the Satellites, we talked a little bit about it between like the JV game and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's almost game time. It's almost lights up, if Jason Aldean would say. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Lights up, my dude.
Yeah, the lights are about to come on here soon, so excited for some baseball. But like you were saying, yeah, Knight's got a fast fastball, but with that, it allows the hitters to, like you said, choke up on the bat. The bat's going to, once the bat comes in contact with that ball, it's just going to fly off the bat. So that's one of the downsides about throwing fast, even though he's still a great pitcher. But if the Satellites are able to make contact, that ball is going to have some good exit velocity. So see how these hitters go against this really good pitcher, the Trailblazers, and vice versa. I'm excited to see how Bradley Farrell pitches against this really good hitting Trailblazers team. So stay here with us, folks. It's going to be a great game. We're going to have a little late night baseball here. Some managers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so what's the key for University here, Aiden?
Well, University's got a lot of power, so I'm eager to see how they come out and what their approach is, and see if they're going to try and get some extra base hits, or who knows, maybe they'll play small ball, just try and get as many runners in scoring position as possible. But I'm looking for them to come out aggressive, swing with power, try and get the score up early, and I really look for them to come out and just be really aggressive. As here comes the team. We are about 4 minutes here from first pitch.
Okay, so
Here, the pitcher's going to get a couple more warm-up pitches, and then we're going to have a baseball game today. Get a couple more pitches in. Once that catcher
absolutely
goes to second, yep, there's the last pitch. What were you saying, Josh?
University looks like they're going to start us off on the mound here. Tell us a little bit about their pitcher.
Yeah, Knight's going to be pitching for him today. He's had a really good season, 2-1 this year, has a 2.69 ERA, has that fastball. As that one goes in high for the first pitch, it's going to be ball one here. Zach Contar is going to be leading off. He's going to be playing third base today. Here's the 1-out. There's a called strike, 1-1 here. Zach's got 11 hits this year. Is the 1-1. That's called on the outside corner, strike 2. Here's the 1-2. One-two is swung on, strike 3. First out of the inning for the Trailblazers. Really good high fastball there by Knight. Gets his first strikeout of the night. Jacob Owen, shortstop, steps in the bat second. First pitch, a little high, ball 1. That one swung on a miss, strike. There's the first strike. Jacob Owen's got 9 RBIs this year. Really good hitter with runners on. So that one's called strike. Gets it on the low side right there. 2-strike pitch. Comes a pitch from Knight. That one swung on over to the shortstop. He is out at first. Nice play by Thomas Price there at short. Good catch there by Seth Hogg playing first base. As the Trailblazers get the second out of the inning. Up next for the Satellites pitcher, Bradley Farrell. First pitch, check swing there, but still a strike. Bradley's going to be pitching today, and he has 7 stolen bases this year as well. So 0-1 is fastball, a little bit on the outside, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. There's a nice curveball. That ball dropped in there for strike 2. 1-2 here. Comes the 1-2 from Knight. Called strike 3. What a pitch there. Holy cow. Gets the first 3 batters out. Really, really good pitching there by Knight. Clean inning. Perfect start for the University Trailblazers there. Up to bat next, Bradley Farrell coming out to pitch. His catcher, Andrew Azar, had a great game the other day behind home plate. As we head to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Trailblazers, their third baseman. Jake Hooker. He's had a really good season this year. He's got 4 stolen bases.
He sure has. But speaking of an ace in the major leagues, who did Sean Manaea play for? A, Satellite fans, the Red Sox, Twins, or B, Padres, A's, or C, Angels, Yankees, and Rays, or Tigers. So, who do you think he played for there, Aiden? But
Yeah, I know. Sean Manning just got traded in spring training. Really good pitcher. Has some ties here with South Central. But, yeah, I'm not sure. A good trivia question for our fans. Answer's going to be revealed in the 6th inning. So I'll give you guys a hint. He's played for 3 teams. But, yeah, he just recently got traded. So that answer will be revealed in the 6th. Bradley Farrell's going to come up to pitch here. Jake Hooker's going to lead off. We're going to start the bottom of the first. Hooker steps into the box. Here comes the first pitch from Farrell. A little high inside. 1-0. Comes the 1-0. That's a called strike. 1-1. Bradley Farrell's got a .52 ERA. He's 1-0 this year. It's the 1-1. It's foul back. Two strikes here for Jake Hooker. Bradley Farrell. Going to deal a 1-2 here. That's put in play. It's going to be a double for. Oh, he keeps going. He's going for 3. Jake Hooker's going to third. That'll be a stand-up triple for Jake Hooker. Put that ball in right center into the gap. Was able to get the third. Good 2-strike hitting there by third baseman Jake Hooker. Thomas Price, the shortstop, steps up to the plate. First pitch, high ball, 1-0. Thomas Price batting .500 this year. Here's the 1-0. Ball on the outside, ball 2. Batting .500 this year, which means every time he steps onto the plate, gets on base half the time, or gets a hit half the time. His on base percentage is even higher, .600 on base percentage. So guy does a really good job getting on base and getting hits. There's another ball calling the outside, a little low there. That one swung on, popped up, foul behind home plate. Here comes the delivery. That one's high. Price is going to take his walk. As the Trailblazers have 2 on, nobody out. Man on first and third, bottom of the first. Seth Hogg's going to step up to the plate. Really, really big power bat here. There's a steps off the mound there. Ferrell tried to check the runners. This team has 7 home runs this year. Seth Hogg has 3 of them. So this guy can send the ball out of the park. And it's got to be careful with him. Here comes the first pitch to him. Sar bobbles it, gets it back, keeps the runners there. Here comes the second pitch. Runners stay again. Nice pitch there by Bradley. Called strike. Runners take off there in the dirt. That one's a foul ball. Runner cannon. Oh. Man on third and second here. Good strikeout there by Bradley Farrell. Thought he fouled it off, but it's in the dirt for strike 3. Good pitch there by Bradley. There's a swing and a miss. As a catcher, Hamby's going to come up to the plate. Ball's on the outside. Hamby's got a .417 average. 3 RBIs this year. Also has a home run. There's a good pitch by Bradley. Comes the delivery. Outside. Ooh, close. Ump doesn't give him the call. Here comes the next one. There's a called strike 3 as Bradley gets 2 outs in this inning. Really good pitch in there by Bradley. It was in a tough jam. Needed a strikeout there. Got it. Now there's 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Man on third and second. As the center fielder Woodward steps up to the plate. That one's hit. But it's going to be an out for the 3rd out of the inning. As the Satellites get out of that jam. Good job by Mr. Ferrell to compose himself there. Gets out of a tough jam. Strikes a couple guys out. Gets some help from his defense. So we go to the top of the second. 0-0. DH Bryson Blissick's going to lead off today. Or bat fourth, my apologies. He's going to be having lead off in the second inning. The lefty DH, wearing number 7. Having a really, really good season this year. 11 RBIs, 11 hits, .344 average. So someone Knight has to be aware of. Also righty-lefty, so Blissick's, some people don't agree with the righty-lefty, but I think it's a little bit of an advantage. So he's got that advantage going for him. He's going to be batting in this 4th spot here for the Satellites today. Pitcher's going to get a couple more pitches. Hamby throws to second. Infield's going to meet with the pitcher, do a little pre-inning ritual right there. Is top of the second. Is about to start here shortly. Here comes the pitch from Knight. To the lefty, Bryson Glissick. First pitch is swung on and fouled off. Foul tip. Strike one here for Glissick. Here comes the first pitch. That ball's put in play to the right side. Second baseman for the Trailblazers, Owen Shellhaas, gets the out. Throws it to Hogg at first base. So there's the first out of the inning for the Trailblazers. Tommy Sullivan, first baseman, steps up to bat. Tommy's having a good year this year. He's got a .474 on base percentage. Takes his walks if they're there. He's not going to swing at pitches outside the zone. Very disciplined player. Here's the pitch from Knight. Ball swung on and missed. Knight has good control early on in this zone. Hasn't thrown many balls. Really good control of the zone here. As the pitch is foul back there by Tommy Sullivan. Two strike hitting here for the Satellites. Here comes a pitch from Knight. Ball's a little high. Comes the delivery from Knight. There's a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Knight. His second strikeout tonight. Well, very defensive start to this game. No hits yet. Pitchers are doing a really good job on both sides. Jackson Boss, right fielder, is going to step up to the plate. Another guy having a great year. Leads the team with .438 average. Is the second pitch from Knight. Outside. He's also got a .500 on base percentage. So he also gets on base half the time he steps up. Just very, very impressive. That swung on a miss. See if Knight can have another shutout inning here. Here comes the pitch. That one's swung on. Miss, strike two here for Jackson Boss. He steps up to the plate. Called strike three. Another strikeout for Knight. His third of the night. Great pitching here from the Trailblazers. They go 2 shutout innings here. Knight doing an excellent job. Struck out 3 of the 6 batters that he's faced. So we head to the bottom of the second. Bradley Farrell stepped back in the mound, had a great first inning. Struck out 2. Had a nice ground out to second to end it. Did give up a couple hits, but ultimately didn't give up any runs, that's the goal of all pitchers. I mean, they don't want to allow runs, and that's what he did. So that's a win inning for him. He's got to replicate what he did last inning, and Cesar fires it to the second baseman. Here comes the DH, Brady Redmond. He's got 8 hits this year, 3 RBIs. Here comes the first pitch from Ferrell. There's a called strike. Really good inside pitch there by Ferrell. Here comes the second pitch. That one swung on, put in play to the shortstop. Jacob Owen gets him at first for the first out of the inning for the Satellites. Good play there by Jacob Owen. Usually plays third base, but playing shortstop today. Really good fielder for the Satellites. Gets the first out of the inning. Shellhaus, the second baseman, is next for the Trailblazers. He takes that one for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 from Farrell. That ball's on the outside. 1-1 here. Here comes the pitch from Farrell. Check swing. Did he go? I'm calling it a strike anyway. 2 strikes here. Another strikeout for Farrell. His third of the game. Both pitchers, 3 strikeouts, pitching really, really well tonight. His third strikeout. Now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The sophomore sensation Jasper Owen steps up. He pops that one up, though, the right side of the infield. And the Satellites get out of the inning. Don't surrender a run. We're headed to the top of the third, 0-0. Really, really good pitching by both teams. Let's see if these hitters can get it going. Matt Knight, left fielder, he's going to be batting 7th. He'll be a leadoff bat at the top of the third here for the Satellites. He's got 3 RBIs this season. Knight coming out here from the top of the third, 3 strikeouts, pitching really, really well. But, I mean, this Trailblazers team has given up 1 run in the past 5 games, so this is just their repertoire. They have good pitching, really good fielding, team that just doesn't give up a lot of runs, and it's showing here tonight. There's the last warm-up pitch for Knight. Hamby throws it to second. Here comes Matt Knight here. Here comes the first pitch to Matt. That one's fouled back. Gavin Grove grabs that ball. Back to the dugout. Here's the 0-1. That ball is put to the shortstop. Diving play there. Can he get him at first? Ooh, he does. What a play there by Thomas Price, the shortstop. Sliding play right by the bag there. Catches it, delivers a great throw. A hog. As the Trailblazers get the first out of the inning, really helping out his pitcher Knight. As Gavin Grove steps into the box for the Satellites. He's got 7 hits this year. That one's put in play, fouled off. Gavin Gross got 7 hits this year, 4 RBIs. Got a .364 on base percentage. He's turned a couple double plays this season. There's another strikeout for Knight. His 4th of the night. A little tongue twister there, Knight. But nevertheless, great pitching here by the Trailblazers. As Knight is just rolling through these Satellites' bat. Here comes Brandon Young, the center fielder. Takes that one inside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swing on and miss there. Strike 2, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Great pitch there by Knight. Good curveball. Gets that one in for strike 2. Brandon Young, a serious threat on the base passes, has 16 stolen bases this year. Another outside pitch. 2-2 here to Mr. Young. Got 6 RBIs to go with 6 hits. Also does not have an error on the season. It's a very good fielder as well. It's a 2-2. Is swung on. Strike 3. Knight's 5th strikeout of the inning. That is a dangerous man right there. Pitching the ball extremely well. That fastball is really working for him, that 90 mile an hour. 91, 92 miles an hour. I mean, it can range, but he's got that speed there. Really causing a lot of trouble here. These satellite bats, but Bradley Farrell's going to come out here at the bottom of the 3rd, pitching really well, feeling really confident. Gave up 2 base runners in the 1st inning, but had a perfect 2nd inning. Looks to replicate that here in the top of the bottom of the 3rd. We're headed back to the top of the lineup here. The Trailblazers. Hooker's going to come up here to bat. Goes the bunt on the 1st pitch. Ball 1. Here comes another ball. Good eye there by Hooker. Comes a pitch from Bradley. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Here comes the pitch from Bradley. That one swung on, hit back to the pitcher. He picks it up. Gets it to Tommy for the 1st out of the inning. Really good play there by Bradley. Ball was hit back up the middle. Able to get him out at 1st. Here comes shortstop Thomas Price. Made a nice play at short earlier in this game. There's a called strike for the 1st pitch. That one swung on. Strike 2. Really good pitching here by Bradley. That one's outside. Here comes a pitch from Bradley. That one's put in play to the left side. Zach Conchar with a great play at 3rd. As the Satellites get the 2nd out of the inning. Really good fielding here by both teams. Nice play by Zach Conchar there. Comes the 1st pitch. That one's inside for Bradley. 1-0. Comes the 1-0. Czar can't handle that one. Gets it back to Bradley. 1-1 here. There's a called strike. Good pitch there by Bradley. Here comes the pitch, a little on the outside. 2-strike pitch. Fouled off there. Good battle here. Here comes the pitch by Bradley. Owens fouled off to the left. Foul ball. Good battle here by Price. Bradley. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. That one is fouled back again. Really good duel here between Farrell and Price. Here comes the pitch. And it's a walk for Thomas Price, the shortstop. Here comes the first baseman. Hog up to bat. Little pick off there by Bradley. Checking Price at first. Can't get back in time. A serious home run threat. Seth Hogg steps back into the box. Comes the first delivery. Strike there. Hazard checks him at first. Runner goes back. 0-1 here. 2 outs. Man on first. Bottom of the third. 0-0 ball game. Bradley checks it back to Tommy. Almost gets him. Almost caught the runner napping there. Price was able to get back in time. Farrell checks over his shoulder again. He's going. Hazard the second. Ooh, a little bit of a wild throw there by Hazard as Price gets in there. Runner in scoring position here for the Trailblazers. Couldn't capitalize on it. In the first inning. Had runners on third and second with 1 out and wasn't able to get any runs that inning. As Hazard's going to go talk to Farrell, see how they want to approach this at bat here. Rest of that at bat, I should say. Seth steps back into the box. Comes the pitch by Bradley. Strike called. 2 strikes here on Seth Hogg. Let's see if Bradley can get out of this tough jam here. 2 outs. 2 strikes here on Hogg. Pitch. Outside corner. Another ball. Here comes the pitch by Bradley. Another ball here. Full count coming up. There's those lights. Getting a little dark there. Saturday night baseball under the lights. Nothing better. Here's a 3-2 from Bradley. Checks the runner at second. Hey, Hogg steps off. Wants time. Here comes the 3-2 from Ferrell. That one swung on. Get him in a pickoff. As the Satellites get out of the inning, runner tried to trick him there, but Satellites take the smart play. Don't fall for the bait. Get him out at first. And there's another scoreless inning for Bradley Ferrell. As the pitching here tonight, folks, is pitching pretty well tonight, as you can probably tell, but Knight's going to come back onto the mound. He's got 5 strikeouts.
Hello, sports fans. Break 4. Doing it a little bit different. Trying to give the cultural aspect to religion. Please go check them out down below on the website and on their shop. For further information on the shop, great material, and go ask Erica and Alex. Go Satellites!
Start the top of the fourth here shortly. Knight finishes his last warm-up pitch. Zach Honchar up to the plate here. So Knight's about to deliver the first pitch. Comes the pitch by Knight. That one swung on and missed, strike one. Here's the 0-1. There's a called strike two on the outside corner. Comes the pitch. Outside of the ball. It's on the outside corner. Good eye there by Zach. Zach does about everything for this team. Hits, pitches, steals bases, all around really good player. Takes that one, really good eye there again. Really good control by Knight. Just missed his location by a little bit. Here comes the full count. Payoff pitch. Another strikeout for Knight. His sixth today. Really, really, really good pitching for the Trailblazers. As they are just rolling through these satellite bats. It's Jacob Owen. Had a nice play early on in this game. Shortstop's going to come up to bat. Canby, the catcher for the Trailblazers, wants to discuss some things with his pitcher. Knight's had an amazing night tonight. Has yet to give up a base runner. A hit or a base runner for that fact. Here comes the pitch. Inside. Jacob Owen takes a ball there. Here comes the pitch. That one's foul back. See if Knight goes back to that 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike missing. Foul tip, says the ump. Owen has 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the pitch from Knight. That one's put in play. Little bloop shot into center field. And there's the first hit of the night for the Satellites. Jacob Owen put good contact on that. That one drops in between the center fielder and the second baseman. Woodward and Shellhaas had a tough communication there. There's only one out here. In this top of the 4th inning. Jacob Owen off first. It's Bradley Farrell, the pitcher, pitching extremely well tonight. He's up next. Little check there by Knight, pitcher for the Trailblazers. Jacob Owen, really another speed threat on this team. He has 7 stolen bases this year, so that's inside. 1-0 here. Here comes the 1-0. Bradley Ferrell. Signals for a bunt. Backs up, takes the strike. There's the first strike of the at-bat. Satellites maybe trying to play small ball here. Get a runner into scoring position for their DH, Bryson Glissick, their RBI man. He checks him again at first. Good throw there by Knight. Gets back in time. Good job by Jasper Owen there. Good reflexes. Bradley Ferrell steps back into the box. That one swung on and missed. Here comes the pitch by Knight. So over his shoulder, checks on Jacob at first. Bradley Ferrell's going to take time here, call for a break. Step back into the box here. Owen takes his lead off from first. Here comes the pitch. Checks him again. Really good play there by Knight. Picks off Owen at first. Just caught him there. Really good play by Knight. Had a couple pickoffs back to back there, but was able to catch Jacob off guard, and there's the second out of the inning here for the Trailblazers. That one is swung on, missed. His 7th strikeout of the night, as Knight is dealing. The Satellites have yet to find an answer. What he's throwing. But hey, we got a defensive ball game here. I thought it was gonna be a high scoring game, but both pitchers have had strong outings as of now, and Bradley Ferrell's gonna come out and pitch this bottom of the 4th. Woodward's gonna lead off, or Hamby, I apologize, the catcher. He's gonna be the first batter here, the bottom of the 4th.
Hello, Satellite fans. All-Star Autos, a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner and Satellite Baseball. Please go check them out. They specialize in low-mileage, high-quality vehicles in LaPorte County, leader in the used car business. If you want all-star prices and a great vehicle, go down and contact them below and be an all-star today.
We're going to start here, this bottom of the 4th. Hamby's going to lead off this bottom of the 4th. Here comes pitch from Bradley. There's a ball inside, ball 1. I want to know here. Comes the second pitch on the outside, ball 2. There's a called strike. Good pitch there by Bradley. Hamby. Batting .417 this year. Ooh. Here comes the pitch from Looks like there's a little lag here, ladies and gentlemen. Should be over there. Here comes a pitch by Bradley. There's a strikeout for Bradley Ferrell, his 4th of the night. A lot of strikeouts tonight for these pitchers, pitching really well. Good control here for Bradley. It's number 12, the center fielder for the Trailblazers. Woodward steps up to the plate. That one's high. Ball one here. Sam Woodward, freshman. Here comes the pitch. That one's swung on. Strike two. Strike one. There's a good pitch by Bradley. Still 0-0. Bottom of the fourth. There's an inside pitch, another ball. Woodward, number 12. 9 hits this year and 6 RBIs, so he fouls that one off to the right. Oh, nope. Strike. Tommy Farrell gets another strikeout, his 5th. Bradley Farrell, he gets another strikeout, his 5th of the night. Just having a really, really great night tonight. One may say a pitcher's duel. I would have to agree with that. Really good pitch tonight by both pitchers. He starts them off there inside, ball one. Left fielder Weaver Morse is going to step up to the plate. Ball gets by Hazar. And get Bradley in the ball. 2 outs here at the bottom of the fourth, still 0-0. Here comes the pitch by Bradley. That one's high. Another ball. Two outs. Here's a pitch by Bradley. There's a walk. Weaver Morse gets on base. Weaver Morse has 2 stolen bases this year, so see how big of a lead he takes at first, and one of his coaches gives him the sign to steal. Brady Redmond, the sophomore, steps up to the plate. He's playing DH today. Takes that one for a called strike. This University Trailblazers team has a lot of young talent, a lot of good freshmen and sophomores. Redmond just playing really, really well this year for the Trailblazers. Has 8 hits and 3 RBIs. Playing at this high level, especially as a sophomore at that young age, very important for guys like him to get that experience. And he's really shined in his opportunities as he takes that one for a ball as Morse is going to get the second. Something that Morse is good at, stealing bags, but Hazar can't handle that one. Runner gets the second. Here comes a pitch by Bradley. Swing and miss there. Bradley Farrell's already got out of 2 jams today, 1 in the first, 1 in the third. He steps up and deals. There's a ball. Gave up a triple in the third, but was able to work out of that. 1 person out, guy on third. Tough jam, but Ferrell was able to preserve. As Morse is going there to third. Hazar with the throw to Zach Conchar. Wait for a call from the ump. And he is out at third. Great play there by Hazar. Had a good pop-off. Morse didn't really have a great jump there, but really nice pop-up by Hazar. Delivered a beautiful strike to Zach. And Satellites, another scoreless inning for the Satellites. Playing really well defensively. Just got to wake up these bats here.
Absolutely. I believe another strikeout by Farrell on that one because he looked safe if it was a throw down. But, Aiden, what are you seeing so far from the Satellites here? How can they get it going against Knight, who's been lights out.
Yeah, Knight's done a really good job attacking the zone. He's thrown a lot of strikes, and that fastball. We were talking in the pregame about it. It just, it's hard to see. So they just gotta, maybe take some pitches here. Try not to swing early. Don't be super aggressive. See some pitches from him. Try and, spot the ball as best you can, and just wait for your pitch because he's peppering the zone. So these satellite batters just have to be patient and wait for their pitches. Bryson Glissick's going to step up to the box here as we head to the top of the fifth. Comes the first pitch from the Trailblazers. That one swung on, fouled off to behind the catcher there. There's a first strike. 0-1 here to Glissick. Here comes the 0-1. Takes that one for ball one. 1-1 here. Glissick steps back into the box. Here's the 1-1. That one swung off, fouled off to the left side. Glissick wanted that one. Really liked that pitch, just a little late on it. Here's the 1-2. That one's popped up to the left side. Can the left fielder make the play on it? No, it is foul. So, going to have another pitch here on this 1-2 count. Good battle here by Bryson Glissick. Calls for time. Here comes the pitch. Put in play. Center field. Center fielder can't get it in time as Bryson Glissick's going to get a single there. Good start to the inning for the Satellites. So there's the first leadoff hit of the night for the Satellites. Second hit total tonight. Jacob Owen got a hit earlier, but fortunately got picked off at first. Goes the bunt here. Bryson stealing second. Can he get him at second? He does. Gets Bryson Glissick at second. Really close play. Good throw there by Hamby. Price with the tag. Satellites had a man on with nobody out, but they lose that runner, and now they'll have one out. Top of the fifth. Tommy Sullivan up to bat. Puts that one in play up the middle. That's going to get through. Second baseman Shawhouse for the Trailblazers can't make it in time. Tough play, though, for him. Had to range over a good amount there to grab that ball. So 2 back-to-back hits here to start the inning for the Satellites. Jackson Boss, leading the team in average, steps up to the plate. Does some catching duties, also plays outfield. Here comes the pitch. Lays off that one, ball one. Here comes the 1-0. 1-0 swung on and missed. Strike one here. Tommy Sullivan. Or Jackson Boz, I apologize. Tommy Sullivan's on first. That one swung on and missed. Strike two here. Comes the pitch. That one swung on a foul back. Good battling here by Jackson Boss. Steps back in the plate. That one is outside. Good stop by the catcher there. Hamby stopped that ball from getting by him. In case Tommy was about to steal there. That one's put in play to the first baseman. Gets over to the pitcher. There's the second out of the inning. Good play there by Hogg at first base to range over and grab the ball to get the second out of the inning. Satellites have a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. Tommy Sullivan. That's Matt Knight. He steps up to the plate. And being the coach want to come talk, discuss how they want to approach this at bat. So Tommy and Matt head over to the third base coach. Top of the fifth, 2 outs, man on second for the Satellites, Tommy Sullivan. Still a 0-0 ball game. Really, really good defensive game here by both teams. Shout out to both pitchers, Farrell and Knight. Both have had a fair share of strikeouts, have pitched really well. Their defense behind them has made some great plays. Here's a great opportunity for the Satellites to run her on to take the lead here. Matt Knight steps into the box. That one's on the outside corner. Ball. 1-0 here. Comes the 1-0 delivery. That one's high. 2-0. Knight's getting some signs from his third base coach as here's the 2-0 delivery. There's a called strike. 2-1. Man off second for the Satellites is Tommy Sullivan. There's another ball. Here's the 3-1. Gavin Grove is on deck. He's the second baseman. Here comes the 3-1. That's a strike. Headed to a full count here shortly. Man on second, 2 outs, top of the fifth. Big pitch here coming. Here comes a pitch. Strike 3. The Trailblazers get another strikeout as the Satellite strand a runner at second. So we head to the bottom of the fifth, 0-0. Defensive-minded game here today. Pitcher's doing a great job. Satellite's going to come back here on defense. Hope to get the same result they've had in the first 4 innings. Really good pitching, really good defense. And the Trailblazers have had runners in scoring position. Had a man on second and third in the first inning, had a man on third in the third inning, then had a man on second and third in the third inning. Couldn't get those runners in. That's why they got a 0 still on the scoreboard, but this team can still score runs in a blink of an eye, so the Satellites defense has to be aware that this team still has power and can make good contact. Sam Woodward. Ooh. There's a ball. Ball is missed on the outside. Another ball here. Comes the pitch. There's a strike. Wind up here. Check swing. Did he go? Comes the pitch. That one swung on and fouled back. Goes in the dirt. Azar makes the throw. He's going to be safe there at first. Jasper Owens going to step up to the plate here. Playing right fielder. Playing right field. There's a strike called. Jasper Owens, really good sophomore. Just one of many good sophomores on his team as he bunts there. Pitcher checks him at second. Goes with the throw. He misses it at first. Runner's going to third. Shellhouse thought about going home. Satellites get it back in, but costly error there for the Satellites as Owens advances to second. Shellhouse at third. With the top of the lineup coming up here for the Trailblazers. Jake Hooker playing third base. Another tough jam here for the Satellites. Can they get out of it? Manager wants to come talk with the team really fast. That was the first error of the night for the Satellites. Costly one. Runners now on third and second. Bottom of the fifth. Nobody out. Tough situation here for these Satellites. Let's see if they can get out of it. Manager wants to go over some things before this next batter comes up. So we head back to the top of the lineup here for the Trailblazers. So it looks like they're going to intentionally walk Jake Hooker here. So Thomas Price is going to step up here to bat second. Look like coach wanted to set it up for either double play or force out here. So the infield is going to play in. Try and get the runner out at home as Thomas Price, shortstop, takes strike one there. He's had a couple good plays tonight, a couple diving attempts. Here's the 0-1. There's a ball on the outside, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Price. That one swung on and put in play to the second baseman. He tags second, gets the guy at second. Can't get him at first. 1 run scores for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers take the lead 1-0. Only 1 out still, man on second and third. It's Seth Hogg, my apologies. The first baseman steps up to the plate. Oh, he was safe at second, so still nobody out, bases loaded. as he gets that one for a called strike. So bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. Still no outs. Satellites are down 1-0. Hogg takes that one for a ball. Comes the pitch to Hogg, the 2-0. That one swung on and missed. Strike one. Here goes the pitch. That swung on and missed. And he strikes out. Seth Hogg is struck out. Big strikeout there for the Satellites. There's now 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Trailblazers up 1-0. It's the catcher. Hamby steps up to the plate. Check swing there, but that's going to be a strike. Here comes the pitch from the Satellites. It's a ball in the outside corner. Infield in once again. Trying to get the force out at home. If not, try and turn 2 here to end this inning. That one's fouled off to the right. 2 strikes here on Hamby. He swings and misses. Another strikeout there by the Satellites, back to back. As the center fielder Woodward steps up for the Trailblazers. Really good pitch in there. Got 2 great strikeouts. Now 1 out. Infield can back up. Just take the closest play. Doesn't have to go home. That one's low for a ball. Satellites are working out of this tough jam. Only giving up 1 run. That ball swung on. Missed. Hazar has to look around. He grabs it. Woodward takes a couple practice swings. Steps back into the box. Bases loaded. Almost hit him there. Takes another ball. Almost got him. Here comes the pitch. Strike there. Didn't like that call. Woodward didn't like that call, but called it a strike. See how he bats with 2 strikes on him. Here's the pitch. Runner's going. Fouls it off. 3-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Runners will be going. Big pitch here for the Satellites. Someone's got their lights on back there, causing a little bit of a distraction. Someone's got to tell that guy to turn off his high beams. It's blinding everybody. Oh, we're going to have a little delay here till figure out what's going on with that light. While they sort this out. Of course, in a big moment, 3-2, bases loaded. 1-0 ball game, 1-0 ball game. We got a delay because of someone's got I can't tell if that's a car light or if it's just it's definitely not a stadium light. So don't know what that is, but it's going to delay the game as some of the players and coaches for the Trailblazers coming out looking. It's dimming down a little bit as there it's now it's back. So, got to fix that light there. There we go. Oh, I guess it was a stadium light. Looked like a car light almost, but Looks like they got it fixed there. Should resume here pretty shortly. Satellites pitcher trying to stay warm. Throwing with Zach Conchar over there, who pitched the other night, or other day, I should say, other evening. Here comes the pitch here to Woodward. 3-2, runners going. Does he give him the call? No, he does not. So the Satellites are going to walk in a batter as the Trailblazers take a 2-0 lead. Brady Redmond's going to come up, or I apologize, Weaver Morse is going to come up to the plate, playing left field. He's got on base. He's got on base today. So needs to do that again, either by hit or if the walk's there, take your walk. So you'll get credit with the RBI. So here the base is loaded. Satellites down 2-0. That one's high and inside for ball 2. There's a strike. Here comes the pitch. There's another strike. 2 really good back-to-back pitches here. Two-strike pitch here. Base is loaded. The Satellites get out of a jam. Swings on, puts that one in play. That's going to get by. That's going to score 2 runs. Another 2 runs here for the Trailblazers, as they're going to increase their lead to 4-0. Really, really good hit there by Weaver Morse. Going to get credit with 2 RBIs. Brady Redmond is going to step up to the box here, playing DH. He steps up to the box. That one's high outside. Ball 1. Bottom of the 5th here. 4-0 ball game. So here comes the pitch. That one's high again. 3-0 here to Redmond. Here comes the 3-0. Or that was the 2-0. I apologize. Now it's the 3-0. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Redmond takes his walk. Base is loaded once again. Second baseman Shellhaas is going to come up to the plate. He's gotten on base today as well. Another great opportunity for the Trailblazers to add on to their lead. The manager for the Satellites comes out. Possibly a pitching change here. Yep. Going to switch their pitcher. Bradley Farrell's night is over. We got a new pitching change. This new pitcher for the Satellites is in a tough situation here. Base is loaded. Two outs in a tough jam. See if he can get the Satellites out of this inning without surrendering any more runs. Just going to get a few warm-up pitches here. Answer to our trivia question will be answered in the next inning, so stay tuned for that. That was what teams have Sean Mania for he's a pitcher. What teams has he played for? I'll give you a hint. He was just traded in spring training, and he actually faced his former team a couple days after he was traded, so there's a little tip for everyone listening. It looks like about to resume play here. Bases loaded. Shahas up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. That one swung on and missed. Good pitch there. 0-1. Here comes the second. A little bit high. Couldn't tell if that was outside or high, but
Aiden, is it working on your end? The stream?
yeah. Why can you not hear it?
No, I can hear it, but I mean the video.
Yeah, it's working. Here comes the pitch. Another strike there to Shellhaas. Hazard can't stop that one. Another run's going to score here for the Trailblazers as their lead increases to 5-0. Tough ball to stop there by Hazard. Couldn't get it. Another run scores here for the Trailblazers. Up 5-0. Big fifth inning here. Big bottom of the fifth. Scored 5 runs. That ball's popped up. Can Hazard make a play on it? Looks like it's going behind. Nope. A little too far off to the left behind home plate. Here comes the pitch. It's outside, ball. Here comes the pitch. Another dirt ball. Runners advancing. Thought he couldn't. He's going to score. 6-0 for the Trailblazers. Hazard can't control that pass ball. As the sophomore sensation Jasper Owen steps up to the plate. 2 outs here. And on third and first. Comes the pitch by the Satellites. It's on the outside. Looks like they were checking the runner there on that pitch. A little pitch out. Here comes the 1-0. Runner almost goes. Gets a call on the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 here. Bottom of the fifth. 2 outs. 6-0 Trailblazers. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. That's on the outside corner. Hazard drops it. Runner advances the second. Shellhouse going to get in there standing up. So now 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs. Owen steps back into the box. 2-1 here. That ball's high. Another ball. 3-1. That ball gets by the pitcher. Gets it back in time. Runners don't advance. As the Trailblazers have exploded this inning with runs. They still have an opportunity to add more as Owen steps back into the box. Here comes the 3-1. That ball swung on and missed. Strike 2. Another full count here in the bottom of the 5th. And the 3-2 delivery. Fouled off. See another 3-2 as that one gets by the pitcher again. Another bad throw there by Hazar as it gets by the pitcher. Either the pitcher wasn't ready for it or Hazar was anticipating to be in there. He wasn't. Almost 2 costly errors there by the Satellites, but here's the 3-2. He's going to walk Owens as we head to the top of the lineup for the Trailblazers. As Hooker, the third baseman, Jake Hooker, is up to bat. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Jake Hooker up to bat. That ball swung on and missed. Strike 1 here for Hooker. Here comes the 0-1 to Hooker. It's on the outside, ball 1. Comes the 1-1. Gets the inside corner. Strike 2 called. 1-2 here. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled back. Hooker got a piece of that one, was able to foul it back. Continue this at bat. He steps back into the box here. 1-2. That one's high, ball 2. 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. That one's fouled back. Still 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Another ball, full count here. Third full count of the inning. Bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Runners going. That one's popped up. That's a hit. If Jake Hooker's going to third, does he get in there time? Yes, he does. Trailblazers increased their lead to 9-0, have absolutely destroyed the Satellites this inning. 9 runs after being shut out the first 4 innings. They scored 9 in this 5th inning. They're 1 run away from mercy ruling the Satellites as Thomas Price steps up to the plate. That one's high. Ball 1. Great hit there by Jake Hooker. First triple of the year. That one's in the dirt. Good stop by Hazard. That could have been the game-winning run, but Hazard stopped it. Good stop there by Hazard. Here comes the pitch to Price. That one swung on, popped up to the right side. Can the Satellites make a play on it? Yes, they can. But big inning for the Trailblazers, up 9-0. Scored 9 runs in that inning. Satellites will be up to bat next. Only have 2 hits tonight. Got to figure out a way to get a top of the 6th rally going here. So we are headed to the top of the 6th. Here's the answer to the trivia question. Sean Mannion was originally drafted by the Royals, then was later traded to the Athletics. The Athletics traded him to the Padres during spring training, so now he's a Padre. That's the answer to our Rory's trivia question. Here's the first pitch. That one's foul back. Gavin Grove steps up to the plate. There's another strike. 0-2 here. Here comes the 0-2. Foul back. Here comes the 0-2 to Gross, second baseman. That one, another foul ball. 0-2 still. Here comes the 0-2. Outside corner, ball 1. 1-2 here. Here comes the 1-2. Called strike 3, looking another strikeout for the Trailblazers. So there's the first out at the top of the 6th. Brandon Young, the lefty, steps up to the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Young. That one swung on a miss, strike 1. Satellite bats have had a tough time here against the pitching of the Trailblazers. That one's fouled back, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2. There's another strikeout for the Trailblazers. Brandon Young is sat down. There's now 2 outs here on the top of the 6th. So we go back to the top of the lineup. Ball is strike 1. Zach Honchar, third baseman. Ball 1. There's a called strike. Strike 2 here to Zach. Ball's in the outside. Ball 2. Wants another ball. Full count here coming. Comes the full count pitch. Called, caught looking. Honchar's upset with himself. Another strikeout for the Trailblazers. Just a masterclass pitching performance here by the Trailblazers. And that streak continues. Haven't given up a run in the past 4 games. Still haven't given up a run tonight. This team defensively is tough to score runs on. Satellites come out here for this bottom of the 6th. Since it's past the 5th inning, the Trailblazers just need to score 1 run here, make it 10-0. That would, by mercy rule, end the game. So the Trailblazers just need 1 here, but Satellites still, just that 1 inning, they gave up 9 runs, but before that, they were playing a really clean game, no errors really good pitching, and Trailblazers just exploded in that inning, and that's just how they hit. They're a really good hitting team. They can score in the blink of an eye, as it showed in that last inning, and they're very dangerous offensively. So Hogg is going to step up here. First baseman struck out his last at bat. Big power threat here. A lot of home runs from this guy. Here's the first pitch. That's outside. Ball 1. Here comes the second pitch. A little high there. Ball 2 to Hogg. There's a swing popped up behind home plate. Guard can't grab it into foul ground. Here comes the pitch. That one's a little low. 3-1 here to Hogg. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Hogg is walked. It's Hamby. Steps up to the plate. This looks like the Satellites are going to make a pitching change again. As the catcher, the Trailblazers, Hamby's going to step up to the plate. A couple more warm-up pitches here. and we'll resume the bottom of the sixth. After Hamby is Woodward, and then Morse, Redmond batting 7th at DH as Hamby steps back into the box. This new Satellites pitcher. Here's the first delivery. Checks on Hogg at first. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop there by Hazard, preventing the runner from advancing. Great play there by Hazard. Here comes the second pitch. Here's the 1-0. Is swung on, fouled off to the left. So Mark Hamby fouls that one off. That one swung on and put in play, but able to catch it is the shortstop, Zach Honchar. And turn 2 as he gets the runner at first. Double play here for the Satellites. As Woodward steps up to the plate. So 2 outs here for the Satellites, bottom of the 6th. There's a strike. Mersch takes strike 1. Or Woodward, my apologies. Woodward takes strike 1, center field. Ball 1. Here's the second pitch. Ball on the outside corner. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. That ball is put in play to the right side. This Nurse is going to go to 2. Goes past second. He's going to go to third. He's going to be in there for a triple. 2-out triple for Weaver Morse, the left fielder. Or Woodward, I apologize. Woodward with the triple there. As Merce was on deck, he steps up to the plate. So the winning run is there at third. If he scores this inning, that's going to be the ball game. So here comes Merce up to the plate. Weaver Morse. Here comes a pitch. Hazard with another great stop there. So here comes the pitch to Merce. That one swung on. Missed. Winning run at third. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here comes a pitch from the Satellites. Another great stop by Hazard. 2 really good stops this at bat, preventing that runner from scoring, ultimately ending this game. Hazard has done a great job there behind home plate. Here comes the pitch. Another ball gets by, but Hazard stops it. Merce steps back into the box. Here comes the pitch. Stop. It gets by Hazard. The runner's not going to advance. Would have been a close play, but runner decides to stay at third. DH. Brady Redmond steps up to the plate. There's a chance to win this game here for the Trailblazers. I apologize. They're pinch hitting here with Gabe Mervis. He's going to come on and pinch hit here as he takes that one for strike one. Gabe Mervis. Pinch hit here. He takes that one high for ball one. He's got a .394 average. On base percentage, not average, on base percentage. Takes that one for a ball. Here comes a pitch from the Satellites. That one's swung on and fouled off. Man on first and third. 2 outs. Bottom of the sixth. Trailblazers up 9-0. Here's the pitch. Outside. Runners going. That is strike 3. Satellites get out of the inning. Gonna have one more opportunity here to either tie or take the lead here, down 9. Yet to have an answer for this Trailblazing pitching. Had a tough night trying to make contact here. A lot of strikeouts for the Trailblazers. Satellites just have to figure out a way here to just get on base any way possible. This is their last opportunity to try and cut that, either take the lead or cut that lead all the way down to where it's a tie game. But these Satellites are very capable of getting on base and scoring runners, have a lot of good players that can hit. Jacob Owen, Zach Conchar, Bradley Farrell, Bryson Glissick, Tommy Sullivan, Jackson Boss. A lot of good hitters on this team, and they have guys who can steal bases, and Brandon Young and Zach Conchar, Jacob Owen. So this team is very, very good at hitting and getting on base, but here's their last attempt here to try and tie this ball game here. So we head to the top of the 7th. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That ball's put in play. Ball to the right. Nobody can make a play on it. It's going to be 1-1 here. That one's put in play to the second baseman. Chalhas, he makes a nice play and throw to Hogg, his first runner. The Satellites is out to start this inning. Bradley Farrell's going to step into the box here. Brandon Young, I apologize. Fouls that one off to the left. Takes that one for ball. 1-1 here. Here's the 1-1. Gets that one for strike 2. 1-2 here. Calls time. Bradley steps back into the box. 1-2. Puts in play. And that's going to be an infield single there for Bradley Farrell as he reaches first safely with Bryson Glissick up to bat next. Here comes Bryson Glissick. Ball almost hit him. Swing and a miss there. 0-1. And here comes the 0-1. That one swung on. Fouled off to the left. 2 strikes here on Glissick. And the top of the 7th here. 1 out. Bradley Farrell at first. Bryson Glissick, 2 strikes on him here. Here's the pitch. Battles there. High pitch there. Fouls that one off. Comes the pitch to Glissick. 2 strikes on him. Can't get that one. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout here. These trailblazing pitchers. It's Tommy Sullivan with the last potential out of the game comes up to the plate. Satellites down to their final out. As that one's high. Ball 1. Tommy Sullivan. There's another ball on Tommy. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Oh, it's a ball. 3-0 here for Tommy. Good eye here. 3-0. Let's see if he has the take sign on or he's free to swing. Here comes the 3-0 delivery. And that is high. He walks Tommy Sullivan. Jackson Boss coming up to bat. Here's a little rally going here for the Satellites. 2 men on, 2 men out. A little 2-out rally. See if Jackson Boss can drive in some runs here. Here's the pitch. On the outside, ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Ball high. 2-0 here. Jackson Boss. There. It's a called strike on the outside corner. 2-1 here to Boss. Here comes the 2-1 to Boss. Another ball, so good eye, good discipline here. The satellite batters here on the top of the 7th. 3-1 count, hitters count. Expect a fastball here from the Trailblazers. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fouled off to the left. We're going to have a full count here, ladies and gentlemen. Then on first and second. 2 outs. Full count. Jackson Boss up to the plate. Here comes the 3-2 delivery. Runners will be on the move. And it's strike 3. Trailblazers win the game 9-0. 10 strikeouts here for these Trailblazers pitchers. As the Satellites go down 9-0. Oh,
Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. On mute a little bit there, but unfortunately, the Satellites dropped to University 9-0 here on Regan's Corner Sports Network 1. So, Aiden, other than that one really bad inning, okay, what did you think positively you saw from the Satellites, even though they had a tough loss here, 9-0, 2 hours away from home?
Yeah, I was really impressed with Bradley, his pitching. Bradley and Hazar really played a great game. They pitched, the first 4 innings were scoreless. So, you can't really argue against that. It was just the offense for the most part that struggled for the Satellites. They couldn't really manufacture any runs or get on base. So, but you got to give credit to the Trailblazers. They're a great defensive team, made some really nice plays. Their shortstop, Price, made a diving play that was excellent. So that's just what happens when you play good teams. They're going to make good plays. So Satellites just have to get it back on Monday and use this as motivation.
Absolutely. I mean, you just can't have lapses kind of like they had in that 5th inning to get to 9 runs in 1 inning. There was a couple walks in there. There was a couple miscues that could have gotten out of the inning. So saying all that, Washington Township will be a very good test to see how the Satellites bounce back.
Yeah, tough, like you said, tough loss tonight. Didn't get any runs, so they have a good opportunity on Monday to hopefully get some redemption and come out with a win, because this is a very good Trailblazers team. They shouldn't hang their heads. The pitcher was throwing like 90 the whole game, so it's tough to get used to that. And, they'll be back on Monday against Township, so hopefully they can get a W, scrap out a W there.
Me too.